How's it going, YouTube? This is Badass Revere here, back with another review, this time with a Marvel Legends Hit Monkey series, Red She-Hulk. Now, this is a really cool figure, and I think it's probably a bigger improvement of female bodies, and soon more female characters come out. I don't think that they're going to use this body mold for like regular female characters, like how they did with, you know, Black Widow and stuff, because this body mold is quite huge, and she is quite large indeed, and she has pretty huge sword and some big old arms and some other stuff like her hair. Anyways, it's a really nice figure. I do have some problems with it, but let's go over paint real fast. Now, I like what they did here, but there's, I think if you watch some other reviews, they'll probably say the same thing. They've complained that she's a little bit too shiny, and yeah, I have to agree with that. It seems like they just kind of gave her like this weird glossy paint over or something like that. Doesn't really make sense, because in her upper region here it's a bit matted. It's more of a dark red color, and it's not very shiny at all, but it does look like it has some nice paint though. Here they kind of gave it like this like bright clear looking red, and it just shines like a diamond. Just kidding, hate that song. Anyways, it's just it's really shiny, and it just don't really make sense why she would be that shiny, because it's kind of ridiculous. And her hair is, well, it's not too shiny, but it's still got that kind of look to it. Her hair is kind of nice though. It goes down past her shoulders, and they molded it so that way it fits around her arms, so you have that. But yeah, it's alright, I guess. The face is pretty good for the most part. I think she could have been a little bit more angry looking, but she isn't. She's just kind of got this like neutral looking face, which I don't really like on characters. I wish they give them some kind of face expression other than just like a plain stare, like she's just kind of staring off into space. I don't like it, and especially on a character like this. I mean, it's Red She-Hulk. She should be angry, because Hulk characters are angry, and she's not angry. That just doesn't make sense to me. So that just kind of irks me, and it's just stupid. But other than that, I think the purple on her, and well, pretty much this entire torso area, is really nice. Her shoes are like a flat black. There's no shininess there. And then she's kind of got some good paint on the wrist here. When I say kinda, I mean it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Nothing shiny about it. But yeah, so that's not. Let's go on about something else other than the paint. Here's her giant sword, which kind of reminds me of something you would find in a Devil May Cry game. It's really nice. I don't know the Red She-Hulk character too much, other than it's what's her name? Elizabeth? I forget. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank, but it's the love interest of Bruce Banner. But it's like this huge giant sword, which actually looks pretty cool. It's got this nice metallic red paint on it, but then it's kind of a flat gray, and then it's just got a gray handle with some more metallicness on it, which doesn't really have too much detail. So no too much detail there. Place it in her hand, and it sits there all right. I mean, she'll hold on to it. The problem is I mean, the things, I don't know what else you could do with it, and at some point it is gonna just flip out of her hand. So not a whole lot you can do other than holding it straight. And she doesn't have another open hand, so you can't really hold it like how a person will with a battle axe like this or something. But that's not a big deal. Personally, I would have preferred not having this and just had two fist hands, and then maybe they could have used that money for something else, but they didn't. But anyway, she's got an open hand here for that reason. And that's about it. So detail is pretty nice, but could be a little bit better. Now let's go over articulation. Her head is on a ball joint, and she just kicked the camera. That's cool, thanks a lot. I guess it would be a ball joint. I have no idea what it's on because her hair, I think, yep, it's just on this little ball peg here. I was kind of afraid I was gonna break her neck. But yeah, so here you can see it's just on this little ball joint here. So no real big, huge articulation. She does look down, but she cannot look up unfortunately, because of the hair snatching on her back. Excuse me. Anyways, so she looks left and right. Her arms go out and in. She has a bicep swivel, which is new for a female character because female characters usually don't have the bicep swivel. So it's nice that they gave that to her. But something I don't like is the fact that they gave her this elbow swivel. I don't know why they couldn't just give her a regular bicep swivel with a double jointed elbow, but instead they opted out to have this ball jointed elbow, which I don't really like, because if it's stiff like on this arm, I feel like the arm is gonna snap off the peg, and I can actually see the peg when I'm trying to move the arm, and it looks white. So whenever you see pegs on figures and they are white, that means that they are being stressed too much, and that means that they are liable to snap. Just an FYI. But yeah, I can see that it's kind of turning white because it's starting to stretch the plastic, so that means at some point it might break. But I think this got a little bit looser over the course of a week, so I think I'll be okay, considering how I won't even like really mess with this character too much. So I guess it's fine. I just think you guys should watch out. Anyway, so single jointed elbow, rotates at the wrist. She has a swivel in the wrist. She's got a diaphragm joint, which is stupid, because why didn't they could have just put a new, or the old swivel and a ab crunch, but they didn't. They just gave us this waist, or this diaphragm joint, which I guess kind of does okay, but not really. She doesn't go forward very much, she goes back barely, but she can do a whole 360 spin thing right here, like she's crazy. I don't know. It's whatever, I don't really care. Her legs are wide joints, but it's really nice because it kind of just makes it look like it's flush. It's not going to look too bad, how usual wide jointed legs go. So it looks good when you turn it. It's not going to look terrible or anything, so that's nice at least that they were able to do that. So yeah, it goes forward and back. You got to twist it again to go in and out. Rotates at the thigh right here. She bends 2 points at the knee, bends at the foot, and it also rotates, as well as the ankle pivot, which is probably the only reason why it rotates. So yeah, I think this is a good figure. She's gonna have a running change. I think it's Lyra, Lady Lyra, I think. I forget the name, but so yeah, that's her running change, which is supposed to come out at some point, but whoever knows. Anyways, figure wise, I think this is you know, it's a good figure for the most part, but I think the overall paint could have been a little bit better due to all the shininess, which I do not know why it's there. But other than that, I think it's okay. They also should have gave her an angry face, because Hulk related characters should always just be angry on the account that it's Hulk, and she's not angry looking. So you know what, I'm gonna end that review here. You guys check out my thing, and I'm gonna smash this figure.